Okay, so we'll start this pretty soon. I forgot to share my screen, so I'm gonna do that. Yeah, of course, Jay can't join. Okay. So, welcome to the second episode, I guess, of the BBS Online podcast, and today's episode, I guess, is not episode, whatever, is going to be on urban legends. Urban legend. This is, so most of the people couldn't come today. I think Pit Ray's computer's like dying, and he couldn't find headphones to do this on his phone. Everyone else is doing shit, I guess. So it's just me and Gallium and John here. Was supposed to be in the last episode, but he also had to do shit, so now he's here. Let me start.
I'm new. Hi.
I'm Augusta. Pronouns are he, him. Gallium, you go.
Maybe sound a little bit happier.
I'm Gallium. My pronouns are he or they.
I am
Your
John,
turn.
and oops, sorry. and my pronouns are he, him.
Great. All right, let's start this. So, urban legends. What makes them? Why? Why? I mean,
Cryptid's wrong.
yeah. So, what? Okay. All right. So,
Cryptid's wrong. It's supposed to be CRYPTIDS.
I made this in less than an hour, John, and with no gallium help.
It has the red line under it.
What-
If a word is incorrect.
Want to see what cryptid?
Usually just right or left.
Crypt lands. Oh. So I have no help, and I made this in an hour, so it's misspelled. I'm sorry, no one can see this, so we're just kind of talking to
Okay.
nothing right now. Okay, what is an urban legend? An urban legend are basically glorified wives' tales, and they explain misunderstood phenomenon, hallucinations, schizophrenic episodes, or usually just regular old superstition.
Why
Urban.
don't you give an example?
I'm about to give like several examples throughout this whole entire 1 hour podcast.
Okay.
You think that at the third technical episode, we get all these, things figured out, but I guess not.
Okay, I wasn't here.
Oh yeah, sure.
And also, this is like the worst podcast ever, so
Yeah, that's true.
slightly better with
Well,
me,
only
because I'm
sucks
so
if
awesome.
Overman says it
secretly.
sucks.
Huh?
Yeah.
Anyways, urban legends aren't cryptids, apparently. I learned this pretty recently. Apparently, if you meet a cryptozoologist, which are things, they won't yell at you. Because, you're basically saying that what they spent their lives, researching is just a myth. And they're crazy. Which is true, but,
Is cryptozoology like a real profession?
yes, it is a real thing. And
Can I go into college for it?
clown college, maybe, but,
My favorite cryptid is Animalacarius.
that's a real thing, though.
Animalocaris. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Animalacarius.
Okay.
Animalocaris? Are you okay? You don't know how to pronounce it at all.
No, I don't. I just kind of like pronounce it in my head and kind of just leave it at that.
Viewer, go search
Go to
up,
Santa.com.
go to Santa.com and ask Santa to write you a letter about Animalocaris, and he will, okay? And you'll be really happy, and I have a 20% stake in the Santa Foundation, and Animalocaris cannot be sent to you because it is extinct, and now, Augusta, can you please continue with the podcast?
Maybe.
Wait,
We'll start with one of
does
the.
Santa,
What about
does
Santa?
Santa count as like a fucking urban legend?
No, it's
No,
a cultural thing.
it's a cult. It's like
It's a
folklore.
cultural- There's enough people know what Santa is to know.
He's not for real. Like some people think
Oh.
that these urban legends are
So he's a
real.
cryptid.
Wait, he's not real?
Oh wait, I forgot.
So he's a cryptid.
He's not a cryptid.
No, he's like
He's-
people believe Bigfoot's real. People
Santa's
don't believe.
a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Santa's a cultural thing, fucking like God.
Yeah, like
or-
God. Santa's basically
Yeah.
like
So he's a
God.
god.
You would not call God a cryptid.
I'm a cryptozoologist. I study God.
Also, that Santa's not like tangible, or yeah. Or like you can't like find a wild.
Also,
Santa.
I think Santa is like an actual person that lived. So it.
Yeah, Saint Nicholas. It's just like a bastardized
Kringle.
version of Saint Nicholas.
Yeah. So let's start with one of the more prevalent versions of urban legends that exist on the internet. Creepypasta. Creepypasta was invented in a similarly creepy place known as 4chan. Yeah, that just kind of gives me shivers. I don't really get this, but I guess the pasta part is because it's just kind of like a recycled term from another internet term called copy pasta.
Yeah, because you would like copy it and put it on like Reddit.
Reddit, yeah. It's a very old internet phenomenon that has kind of existed since like the 90s, early 90s, basically since the internet's been normalized, I guess.
Do you guys remember the online creepypasta about the girl who fell down the sewer hole, the manhole?
Oh, that's a classic. They're talking like chain emails and shit.
Yeah, chain. Okay, sorry to go off on a tangent, but I
Oh,
think
no, that's fine.
Chain emails are kind of like the earliest like tangible form of this.
Yeah.
And there's the video of the text to speech voice and speaking the chain email. I'll try to find out what it's called right now. Carmen Winstead.
Carmen Winstead.
Oh, yes. I fucking remember that.
17-year-old Carmen Winstead is pushed into a sewer and dies. Upon
Whoa.
questioning, the guilty party lies and the death is ruled an accident. Before long, those responsible are found dead in the sewer after being warned to confess. Now those who are unwilling to spread the truth also face the same fate. Is there any truth to this chain letter / urban legend?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, have you ever heard of someone that's gotten that email and lived?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Here's a couple more examples, and we'll start with my favorite one, Jeff the Killer.
Killer.
Like, we all know about Jeff the Killer. If you ever went to like DeviantArt around 2009, you saw some like shitty fan art of Jeff the Killer, like kissing Invader Zim or something.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It is
It probably exists, though.
It does. I think I haven't like read the story myself, but I've heard readings of it, and oh my god, it's just the most awful story I've ever heard. So it starts with this kid called Jeff, firstly, and Jeff's, a great name. And the start of the story, he's a new teenager who moved down the block in a new house, and he doesn't have no friends. And he starts getting bullied by these bullies, and the bullies are like weirdly violent, even for like 80s bullies, where it's like no bully is this violent for this guy's grade age. I think it's like 11 or something, and they're like showing knives to him and like cutting him. It's like weirdly like graphic. It's filled with awful tropes, and It really sounds like a 13-year-old made it. It ends with a kid, ends with Jeff getting into a fight with the bully, and the bully like dumps bleach on him and vodka, and then
they set him on fire.
And they set him on fire, and that's what makes the funny white face. It gives him permanent white face.
And then in Jeff the Killer 2, they pour oil on him. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna mention.
They pour like black tar on him, and then he's this evil like blackface counterpart.
Wait.
Wait. So I was gonna mention this, but like I remember like there was this like one, I think like ARG or creepypasta, or I think it was called like Liars, and it was essentially like it was like a Jeff the Killer, but like worse.
Oh my god, even worse.
From what I remember. Yeah, it was like some ARG for a band.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Is that it?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the famous picture with it is like a little bit famous, I think.
Yeah, like
the famous picture is a little bit famous.
That's the only reason why anyone remembers Jeff the Killer was because that photo freaked the fuck out of a lot of like 6 and 8-year-olds.
Where's Jeff the Killer's nose?
Apparently, the picture's like a woman, but that's like all we know.
Yeah, like people can't even find like where like the original like fucking image is from.
Probably because it was just a writer's like photo of his sister or something that he messed up in like Photoshop.
I heard it was someone wearing a porcelain like glass mask.
No,
porcelain white mask.
No, that could be made in Photoshop pretty easily with just a couple contrast filters. I think it was just some guy with some decent know-how in Photoshop that made it. Anyways, I want to talk about one of the ones that this is the only one that actually like ever got me growing up. For some reason, Red Mist, also known as Suicide Squidward. Let me give you a little bit of backstory for why this scared me so much. It was a sleepover with my friend Gage, and we were on my bed, and we were just watching like random YouTube videos, and I get a recommendation from Scare Theater for Suicide Squidward. And then I see the photo of it, and I'm like, oh, I want to watch this. So I listened to the Scare Theater's, reading of the story, and I don't understand like half of it. But yet, for some reason, I still get like so scared of it that I can't sleep throughout the entire sleepover. I have to like sleep in my mom's room during that sleepover, and like for the next 3 days afterwards, I just can't go to sleep. I'm too afraid. And like a week later, I have a nightmare where where the SpongeBob soundtrack, that one music cue that they play whenever something scary is supposed to happen.
Yeah.
It's playing that like song while SpongeBob's just repeating creepypasta over and over again. And that was a nightmare worse enough that I like woke up screaming. Creepypasta. That's what he was doing, and it just.
I can't do the SpongeBob. I can do a SpongeBob laugh, but I can't do the voice.
I could probably get it like pretty accurate if I just use 15.ai. That's what he sounded like. And
you got the real Tom Kenny, you wimp.
Nah. I'm good. I think 15.ai is all I need for my funny YouTube poops where SpongeBob finds furry porn that Patrick made.
I don't think that happened.
Someone made it.
Yeah, that didn't happen in the cartoon. What the fuck? You're telling fibs.
You're telling lies.
Telling white lies.
Stop spraying the fibs, Augusta.
Stop telling untruths.
So I'll kind of just summarize Suicide Squidward because I still remember it kind of well.
Squidward die.
So crazy animator that animated the episodes for SpongeBob episodes makes a episode of SpongeBob that no one knows about until it's found in like a box underground or something, where like Squidward plays a clarinet recital, but everyone hates it, and they have hyper-realistic eyes. That's where it comes from, by the way.
And then they shoot him.
No, he shoots himself.
I was trying to make a joke, but yeah, that does happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's where the hyper-realistic eye thing comes from. And it's here's the weird thing about Suicide Squidward, and a lot of these like super famous creepypastas is that like half of them are troll pastas, which were creepypastas made to not be scary, but they ended up like scaring kids well enough that that's what they're remembered for.
Wasn't Sonic.exe a troll pasta?
Yeah.
Troll pasta.
But Suicide Squidward was like a lot more like obvious because the background for it was like a really like hyper realistic looking like Patrick, like doing the stupid like wow face from like 2011.
Do you remember that one creepypasta where it had like plankton with the funny face?
No.
But
Wait.
he had a funny face, and it was like hyper realistic.
Yeah, that was just like a 3D animated video made by like one of those weird animators at the time. I think I know
It
what
was
you're
a
talking about.
creepypasta.
It was not a creepypasta.
It was a creepypasta. It was. You are so wrong, Augusta, and I'm going to kill you.
Well, maybe I am, but maybe you aren't.
Sending virtual orb.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe I am. Yeah, maybe I'm right and you aren't. That's what I'm saying.
Last one that I want to bring up because it's kind of like just basically summarizes all of creepypasta because there's only like 3 categories of pasta. Is Ben Drowned, which is the creepy video game one. Woo! Ben,
I think this one requires a bit more of an explanation because this one is actually considered quite good.
Yeah, this one's actually okay. Although it does use a lot of the tropes that all creepypastas have where
but yeah.
I go to a garage sale and I find this unlabeled N64, or maybe labeled. Yeah, it was labeled. This labeled N64 cartridge that had the name Ben on it, I think. I don't remember this exactly. And then I go home and I play it, and there's like 2 save files. One that says Ben, the other one that says Drowned. And I played the Ben one, and the game's all glitchy, and then creepy stuff ensues, from what I remember.
You should probably stop doing the voice when you're trying to actually explain this.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Either way, just a creepy video game that I found.
Well, then he becomes like real.
He becomes real? You
he
finish this
real.
because I don't know enough of this. You finish this.
So he becomes real, and then he has to, like, the guy who owns the cartridge has to like banish him to like hell or something.
And you're calling this one good?
I remember very distinctly, Ben generates on top of his car or something.
And you're calling this good?
No, they made like spin-offs about it.
Okay.
People made like spin-offs that the creator didn't approve of, but I don't remember if that was in like Ben Drowned 2 or if that was like if that's like canon. If it's canon that Ben Drowned
hopped on top of some guy's car. some guy's car. God.
Yeah. He tries getting rid of him, but he just can't help it. Also, the reason why everyone thought it was so good is because
there was that video.
There were pictures and videos, which was really uncommon.
Yeah.
For a creepypasta at the time.
That's actually where most creepypastas got their fame, is if they had a really good image or video to go with it. That's
if they had something if they had something like memorable about them.
Yeah, Jeff the Killer had the creepy face. Suicide Squidward had the creepy face. Ben Drowned had the creepy face.
Slender Man had like all those like
Slender
Man had the fucking
Slender Man.
Yeah, Slender Man's not really a creepypasta though. I mean, it was just a picture.
Yeah, it is.
No, it was a picture.
No, there's a creepypasta behind Slender Man.
I guess.
Plus, there's like marble hornets and shit.
Yeah, but that's like after the image of that. Yeah, I guess you're right. Whatever.
It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter. Anyways,
it has like It has like creepypasta notoriety.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
There's also another one that I forgot to add. It was this Godzilla one that had these. The guy made
NES Godzilla.
NES Godzilla. Yeah, that one's really good. I think that was the best one.
No, NES Godzilla fucking sucks.
The ending sucks, yes, but everything else was okay.
No, the part where it's like. The part where it's like his dead girlfriend from like 7th grade.
That was the ending. That was the ending. Okay.
I'm kind of out of
like
the
the most important part.
Okay, so
Someone act-
3D Godzilla it was this NES Godzilla game, and there was a lot of like screens of gameplay, and the guy was like a professional sprite designer, and he just made a really good. He made really creepy and good sprite work for.
It was really quite well made.
Yeah,
but the story kind of sucked balls.
Yeah. The ending had him like there was this creature that kept following him, and it turned out to be a creepy demon that killed his girlfriend.
Yeah, the girlfriend. This demon on a NES cartridge made his girlfriend like die.
Yeah, he made his girlfriend kill herself by jumping in front of a car.
It was like a truck. It was like a semi truck.
Yeah, it was like.
It's just like very overkill.
Just so this kid will play his game one day, maybe. I mean, it does.
I don't know if it's ever explained if the demon is part of the cartridge or if it's a demon in a NES Godzilla cartridge, but.
Yeah, it's not well thought out at the end.
No, the ending is really not that good.
Apparently, he's making a second one, though. I guess.
How long has it been in development?
Years, I think. It's. I mean, sprite work takes a while. Let's talk about some real life spookies now. I'll start with this one that I found that I just had to do. Pick out because of how weird it is. This one's called the Silver Arrow. It is a Swedish one. Spooky scary. There's not a lot of like ones you could find out of
Things
America.
happening in Sweden.
It is a Swedish ghost train. Do you want to know why it's a ghost train?
No.
Why?
Because
The train died.
no, because in Sweden most of their subway cars are painted, and this one wasn't. And that was it. It was for any train nerds, it was a silver aluminum model C5 subway car manufactured in the mid-1960s.
For some reason that reminds me of like I think it's like a rumor or something, but like around like at the late days of like film, like people were like watching this movie, or no, early days of like film and movies. People were watching like a movie. There was like and like back then like people weren't like accustomed to like movies and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, like there was like a scene where like a train is like going somewhat close to the camera, and everyone got so scared they ran away.
Yeah, I think that's more
everyone thought it was real.
I think it's more of an urban legend, actually. Ironically, but I could believe that. Here's another thing about the train. The reason why people were so scared of it was because it was a night shift train that was it was a backup car, which means it's not used. It's only used if a car has like a problem with it and they have to like replace it fast. So it's not used that often. And because it's at the night shift, all the people that are using it are, because it's in Sweden, extremely wasted like the passengers. And when
is that a Swedish? I think that's just a late night train thing. I don't think that's a Sweden thing.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess you're right. Either way, so because all the cars in Sweden now are usually painted green, and they also have advertisements when you get inside. This one didn't have advertisements, and it was kind of.
This train is clearly taken at daytime.
Yeah, the picture was taken at daytime, but no one can see the picture, so don't bring that up.
Well, yeah. Okay, it's this gray train. I think it's supposed to be the ghost train.
Yeah, it is.
But it's at daytime, so obviously fake urban legend.
So whenever a passenger would go into this train, first they get freaked out because, wait, this isn't normal. All my brain sensors are saying that this isn't normal, that this is different. I'm scared now. and when you get inside, it was kind of weird because it wasn't like maintained that well. And eventually, like stories started being made up about the train. Like, here's a story that the ghost train was only seen in abandoned tunnels. Eventually, after it was like decommissioned, and other stories about how people could see it passing at stations on high speed at midnight, which could be true because yes, sometimes subways do pass through stations at high speed.
At high speed?
So
at midnight?
I don't really get this one. Why this one's such a like good urban legend that it was like the first one to show up.
Are there ghosts in it? Are there?
Yeah.
No one's died in this thing. It's just like drunk passengers being like slightly scared.
How do you know this isn't just something that we know nothing about because we don't speak Swedish?
Because I've looked at.
We don't eat those gummy fishes.
We don't eat the gummy. I eat the gummy fish every day though, so I know this.
You eat the gummy fish
Swedish
every
fish
day?
fucking suck though.
It's just good.
Okay.
Here's another one I like, just for the name: The Curse of the Bambino.
The Bambino.
The Bambino.
Bambino.
A bambino is what?
The Bambino. A Bambino means baby. I don't know if it means baby in Italian or it means baby in English, but it means baby.
I've never heard anybody call their child a bambino.
So this is called This is called the Curse of the Baby.
The baby.
It is a superstitious, and I know you guys are going to like sigh in a very funny way when I say this, because you guys hate it, but it's a sports curse.
Why? Why would we sigh when you say it? Oh,
Because you
we
guys hate sports. You guys hate sports.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we hate
Oh, I
sports,
love fucking
right?
sports.
I fucking
I
hate
love
sports.
Ooh, man.
But
Sports is gay.
it's a sports curse evolving from the failure of the Major League Baseball team Boston Red Sox.
Why'd they have to make a curse about it? Because they suck so bad.
To win the World Series in 86-year period. 86 years, by the way. They couldn't win one major series in 86 years, from 1918 to 2004.
Maybe they should have done it.
But yeah, they should have done it. It's the reason why it became a curse was because they did a very unpopular thing at the time, which was selling off Babe Ruth to the Yankees for like $1 million in 1918.
You can't sell humans.
Well, yeah,
You
baseball.
can't sell human.
You can't sell
No, it's
humans.
like
That's illegal.
It was just like one of those fucking candy bars.
Yeah, I think that's what.
They sold him like one of those candy bars.
There's a vending machine full of Babe Ruths, and he's just bought one.
I don't think I've ever had a Babe Ruth in real life.
I think that's why it's.
They're
I think
just like
Go
they're
ahead.
like fucking They're like Snickers, but like without the caramel.
yeah, it's just
Kerm?
Snickers without the caramel.
Kerm? What is Kerm?
Caramel.
Why don't you call it Kerm?
Sorry,
What the
it's
fuck is Kerm?
it's just Gallium's southern charm leaching out of his system.
Maybe you should fucking stop being fucking southerner.
I'm not. Just because I live in Florida does not mean that I fucking speak in like.
Okay,
terrible.
what the fuck is Kerm?
You know the Kerm.
Hey, you got a Kerm here, boy. Kerm is not a fucking real word.
Kerm.
You saying it more doesn't make it real.
Kerm.
I'm gonna give you a perm if you
Teep.
keep talking about Kerm.
Okay,
I'm gonna-
our mouths just don't work, and we'll just throw it at that. So I think that's why it's called the Bambino curse, is because Babe eat.
Why would you want a Snickers without the cream anyway?
Because some people don't like caramel. I don't like caramel, honestly.
Okay, caramel's good?
Nah, not really.
Die. What's wrong with you, Augusta?
I'm gonna give you the Babe curse, the Bambino curse, if you keep
I
talking
don't
about
want it.
caramel.
I simply would just not get cursed.
I simply would beat the shit out of Babe Ruth. He's dead too.
I'd curb stomp his skull, and then nothing would
I
happen to
would
me.
easily kill Babe Ruth. I could easily kill Babe Ruth. I could literally so easily do it. He's such a bitch.
Now we all know why this was a curse. It's because the Red Sox
No.
just
Never.
It's because the Red Sox just fucking sucked, and Babe Ruth was just carrying them for like that entire season that they kept winning the major leagues. It was all Babe Ruth, and that was it. And that's the curse. It was just Babe Ruth being good at the game.
Babe poop. More like, come on, guys.
Come on, fat.
See, and this is why Babe Ruth hates me.
Yeah.
Babe Ruth has me blocked on Twitter.
Yeah, you're gonna get like cursed by him pretty soon, dude. You're not
I
gonna
don't give a shit.
you're not
Bad.
gonna win any Major League Baseball games, man.
I don't like baseball.
He's gonna use his fucking evil juju magic.
Yeah. You're gonna get the curse of that Bambino.
Bambino.
I don't really like any sports. You should just exercise if you wanted.
Speaking of exercising, hitchhiking, which is a form of exercise because you sometimes have to walk.
It's not a sport.
You sometimes have to walk, though. Yeah.
Professional hitchhiker.
My
Professional hitchhiking. Hitchhiking isn't a form of exercise.
Oh yeah, you walk sometimes and you sit, and sometimes you stand. Stand.
It's not
Stand.
exercise. It's walking.
That's like saying that like walking to like fucking McDonald's is like fucking exercise.
Technically, I mean, you're burning calories to like then add more, but
Yeah,
you know.
but you're getting them back.
Yeah, I know, but it's still exercise.
You're getting more back. You're getting excess amount of calories. You are gaining more than you were losing.
Have any of you hitchhiked? And the answer is no. Have you ever seen anyone actually hitchhike?
No.
Really? Actually, no. I've never seen anyone hitchhike either.
No, I've never seen anyone on the highway before. It's kind of like a bucket list thing to see someone hitchhiking.
I
But
don't really go on the highway that often.
it probably happens more in the west than it does out in the
somewhat
east.
near like a highway.
I've been on a highway before. I've driven on a highway.
Yeah, and in Georgia, there are like 2 major highways that go through the entirety of the state, and then a bunch of like mini ones.
Can't believe you just doxed yourself.
The entire state?
Yeah.
Okay. Either way,
You're not dealing with my shit today.
uh, either way, you just can't like escape the highways here, and I've never seen one, so it must be something like out west. But
It's either an east or west coast thing. I feel like I don't know anything about America.
my grandpa told me a story about how he once hitchhiked from like Colorado to I think Vegas or California. He used to hitchhike a lot, and he has some pretty cool stories
Is
about.
your grandpa? Your grandpa's the Golden State Killer, right?
No, he's the Brown State Killer. But...
No, you said that one time. You said, "Yeah, my grandpa's the Golden State Killer." You didn't even find this out until recently.
Anyways, the vanishing.
You don't have to hide the truth.
No, maybe. Who knows? They never found the guy, did he?
No, he's in prison.
Oh, then no, he's not the Golden State Killer.
You don't have to pretend you don't know anything about the Golden State Killer, Goose. It's okay.
Okay. Let's talk about like the actual thing we were supposed to talk about, the vanishing hitchhiker. This is a very I've heard this one constantly. I don't know about you guys. I used to,
I heard it.
Yeah, this
I
one's
feel like I've heard this one before.
This one's pretty popular. This one's about it's more of an this is actually like the perfect urban legend. It's a story about how if you sometimes drive at night, there are these hitchhikers that if you pick them up, they'll like ride with you for a little bit, but then you look back and they're gone.
Not really an urban. They don't really do shit.
Yeah,
It's not an urban legend.
but
You just waste your
It's not
time.
a good one.
it's famous
I heard
though.
that, like,
We've all heard it.
It-
I
So
heard it in like a sort of another form that like the ghost that the hitchhikers like essentially like make the drivers like drive to like places like it's like an edge of a cliff. It's like when the fucking driver notices that like the hitchhiker is like gone, they're like already at like the edge of the cliff and they die.
I haven't heard ones like that. Usually, just like
I haven't heard that one either.
Usually
So you
it's just-
shut the fuck up.
it's just like this. They disappear, or the hitchhiker makes them stop at a graveyard and then they disappear.
The hitchhiker is gay and sucks my dick.
Yeah, no,
Or-
regular ones like that. Yeah. I don't have really much to say about this one, except it's really well known. I used to read about it a lot.
Is this even an urban legend?
Yeah, it is. It's a really
It's
popular
not
one.
like an urban. It's not like specific to one place though.
It's exactly. That's why. That's why it's the perfect urban legend. It's not specific to one place. It's just specific.
That's what an urban legend has to be. It has
It's
to be
specific to the urban environment.
You don't. Highways aren't urban.
Yeah, they are. They lead right to urban environments.
They're results of urbanization.
And not
Highways themselves are not urban.
and not all hitchhikers are in. I don't even think hitchhikers are allowed on highways anymore. Most
What
of
are
these
they gonna do? Fucking stop them?
most of these hitchhiker stories are like on rural roads in like the middle of nowhere at night. Not really any of them are in like highways.
That's not an urban legend, then.
It is.
Cause country not urban.
I would beg to
It's
differ,
also country.
but I do not want to argue about what counts as an urban
This is gonna be
area.
me arguing with you for the whole time.
I did not doubt this would happen, honestly. Now here's one I just wanted to bring up because a friend of mine actually like saw one of these before.
What?
Yeah, I'm not even joking. This one is the Black Stickman.
Are you sure it wasn't a dog?
Stick figures are real.
Stick figures are real. This is what this one's about.
Oh my god, is this the stick figures that run across the highways?
Yes, this is the one.
Oh, I love the idea of the stick figure people. They're so funny.
Yeah, one of my friends actually saw one of these. So,
Elaborate.
Yeah.
I have an acquaintance that
Was your friend?
I don't want to disclose much about him, but
You've already talked to yourself.
he has schizophrenia, and he told me this story about how like sometimes he has hallucinations, and one of the hallucinations was an actual black stickman inside of his house walking around. Pretty similar to like this photo, actually.
It's not really exciting if it's a hallucination. No.
But this is getting to the point that like black stickmen are more than likely just hallucinations, and like any photos of them are like obviously fake. So
Yeah.
You guys don't fucking mind. I'm eating chips.
don't eat chips during a freaking podcast, dude. What the hell?
Yeah.
I'm eating
fucking
chips
hungry.
too.
All
I'm
I've
gonna start
eaten was
eating so
water.
many chips.
We have,
I
like-
can't stop eating.
We have a little bit more to go, man. Just keep on keeping on, man. We're
I
almost...
love eating chips though, Augusta. I can't even stop.
Yeah, I'm eating hot chips.
Are you lying?
Yeah, I was lying. I'm eating cold chips.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh my god.
So black stickmen. This was more of a thing a couple years ago, but they're described as kind of these, well, black stickmen, like something you draw down on a piece of paper, but real, and they.
Yeah, they're yeah. Well, isn't the thing like they're fucking like tall as shit? They're like 30, not that tall, but they're tall as fuck.
Yeah,
And they like run across highways at night.
Some people say they're like 7 feet. Some people say they're like 10 feet. Usually they're tall though, and
They're all tall though. You're not gonna find a small stick man.
What I like about this was when I was doing research on it, for the possible explanations for the stickman. The first one to show up is hoax. So.
I mean, that's probably the most likely answer.
And then the other two ones were like extra dimensional aliens and
Oh yeah, people think they're like fucking like alternate universe like people like traveling through our world.
from the second dimension.
I think they're both plausible, to be honest.
Next one.
You don't.
Mothman. Now here's a good one. Mothman.
Man.
Now I know you can't see the pictures, and I need to really stop being lazy
Everyone
and like
knows
at the
the
pictures.
Mothman
But
picture.
look,
We kind of picked bad urban legend.
Yeah.
well, all urban legends are bad. Try to find a good urban legend, and I'll show you a shit one. I mean,
Dog man. He's a man who
Cardboard
half
man,
man,
half
half dog. He
dog.
has human legs, but his upper body is
Guys,
a dog.
fucking
And
hell. We are forgetting the big main one.
what?
Car, door, man, hand, hook, hand, man.
that's not an urban. That's
Whatever.
not an urban legend.
That's not an urban
Creepypasta.
legend.
Man, door, hand,
Dog
hook,
man is
door.
real, and dog man.
Prove it to me then.
I've seen it. I am dog man. I own one. He's in my backyard.
Furry.
He's not a furry. He's a half man, half dog.
Yeah. So you,
That's a furry.
yeah.
That's not a furry. He can't help it.
Is his name
He
Boomer?
He can't take off
can
the
get
upper
hearing aids.
body dog part anytime he wants, Gallion.
Is his name Boomer?
No, his name is fucking balls in my face.
So Mothman, we all know Mothman, but I do want to bring some stuff up that you might not know about it. Mothman is the de facto source of all major engineering disasters ever.
Ever?
Yep, every single one, every single engineering
I thought it was
disaster.
just supposed to be a sign of bad thing happened.
Yeah, exactly. That's why all major engineering disasters
was de facto. Or how is he there? Sorry, how is he there for all of those urban legends epic fails?
Well, he can fly. There's a reported sighting of Mothman during every single engineering disaster, not including the Halifax disaster.
I don't know.
That's all I can think of right now because I just watched an episode of
Was he there at
a
Chernobyl?
podcast about it. Chernobyl, yes, definitely.
How do you know? Did you see him?
I wasn't in Chernobyl, but I do know a person that was in Chernobyl that did see Mothman. He's a friend of my friend.
No, you
His cousin.
don't. You don't know somebody who was in Chernobyl.
I do. He was a friend of my friend's cousin, grandpa's great grandpa, and he was in Chernobyl as an old man.
You're a fucking liar, but I'll believe you now. I think you're right, actually.
Let's give a basic background about Mothman. Its first appearance was in 1966 in Fallout 76, West Virginia. Two young
Which
couples
came out in 1976, right?
Yes. Two young couples were just kind of kissing, I guess. I don't know.
And they had sex.
They had sex.
And then Mothman saw it, and then they got pregnant. They both got pregnant, and that was an urban design failure.
Exactly. There's not much there's not much consensus on what Mothman looks like compared to like Bigfoot. But
Mothy. I don't know. All the pictures of him are like black figure.
but the basic
He's the stick man.
the basic idea is that he's a black figure with wings, kind of humanoid, and he has red eyes. And
Are you sure about that?
yes, I am actually.
Okay.
So.
What if his eyes were green though?
After this first sighting by the couple, a shit ton of other sightings kind of happen just like all around the West Virginia area for a couple years after that, and it starts to kind of die down in popularity. In 1967, though, this awful bridge disaster happened in West Virginia, called Silver Bridge Collapse. It kills 60.
Hey, I have to go to the bathroom.
Not 60.
Can you can continue without me, but can I go? I'm gonna go take a pee really quick.
Okay. I guess we'll wait for him. I mean, not
No,
him,
you can
John.
continue.
Okay, we can continue. Okay. It kills 46 people. This bridge collapse. Apparently, what happens is the bridge was really old, and did you just? God. He just ate a chip. We're gonna have to talk about this later, Gallium. I can't work under these conditions. I just can't.
Swag.
Any whatever. So this bridge collapse kills 46 people. Apparently there's just too many cars on it, which should not be something a bridge does. There should not be a too many cars scenario for a bridge, you know?
I simply would just not have too many cars on it.
Apparently it was
Just that simple.
it was a very old bridge, but really there should be no reason why a bridge should collapse because there are too many cars on it.
So what? Did Mothman just touch it?
Yeah, there are apparently multiple Mothman sightings from witnesses of the bridge collapse. and that's kind of what skyrocketed Mothman into popularity for the 1967 season. But he kind of waned down in popularity after that, and really no one cares about him unless someone talks about him on a shitty podcast or he's in a video game, you know. But for a long time there, he was considered to be like a cryptid a la Bigfoot, where he could be real, man, you never know. Although, most of the time, most people know that Mothman's not really real.
Mothman sucks. He isn't even cute at all.
Hey, you haven't seen him, man. Maybe he is.
I saw a couple of pictures on the Google. He's not cute.
Gallium, I know you can't really see this slide that well, but look at the picture at the bottom left. I want you to look at that.
Bottom. Hand.
I just love that photo. I'll try to.
I seen that one. It's like fucking black lump.
I'll try to actually show this photo in the podcast, because I really like this one for some reason.
And
Since there's only like 3 people doing this episode, I can actually probably like put this in somewhere. I'll have enough space. I should do an episode where I'm not like in it. See how that goes. That'd be fun. Just kind of just waiting for John to get here so we can get to the last slide.
also, tiny little update. Rusty said he couldn't make it in the chat because he has homework.
What the fuck? He has a break.
I don't know. Maybe his teachers just like assign him like homework or some shit to do during the break.
Here's your break homework. Screw you, I guess.
Do this fucking project. Fuck you. I hear teachers actually do that.
Do what?
I hear teachers like actually like give you like projects to do like during breaks and shit.
Yeah, those are like. He lives in a he goes to like a private school, so I can see why teachers would be freaking dickbags.
Oh.
God, freaking projects in the middle of a break. Like I'd sue the teacher that tried to do that to me, but you know, I'm too cool, and I go to the public school, you know. Anyways, so I guess while we wait for John to get back so we can finish this up,
Hot chip time.
yeah, we can just talk about our favorite hot chips, huh? What's your favorite hot chip?
None.
Yeah, my hot chips kind
They're
of suck.
not hot at all.
Yeah, they are.
All of them are fucking. No, they aren't.
They're hot as hell. I can't handle even one hot chip usually.
Unless it's like that fucking Carolina Reaper chip. And like, yeah, most of them aren't that.
Oh, you're one of those guys, aren't you? Okay.
Yeah, I'm Mexican.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Heyo.
Hey, we're talking about hot chips and
Okay.
the bridge disaster that killed 46 people that Mothman caused.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he just touched the bridge and it just fell down. Legos.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys like Fortnite?
Not really.
19 Okay,
love Fortnite.
19 Mexican pesos Fortnite card.
Mexican
Who wants it?
pesos?
Pesos.
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 How long are we? How far?
We're pretty much done with the podcast now. We're pretty much done. If you
How
want to
many
give
minutes is this?
if you want to give your ending talks,
I want to mention this one like urban legend that I still remember for some reason.
Yeah.
That, like it was something in like America where like essentially like it's, like the urban legend is that like people who would like go to like bars and shit like that would like feel like a tiny little pinch in their like elbow, and like they would hear a whisper of like something like "Welcome to the wonderful world of AIDS," and they find out that they have been like injected with AIDS infected blood.
Oh yeah, that was like one of the
What?
that was during the AIDS. That's actually a thing. That was during the AIDS scare, I
Yeah.
think.
Welcome to the world of AIDS.
It was something like "Welcome to the magical world of AIDS."
Yeah, during the
That's
AIDS
awesome.
scare of like the 80s, I think. Like,
So they would just be sitting in their car. Did what? Okay,
this
that's
was
fine.
this is mostly like, you know, just like propaganda for something conservatives were shilling back then, but it's kind of.
Yeah.
I kind of like the rhetoric,
I
welcoming
kind of like
people to the
I
world
would
of
go
AIDS.
visit. Would you guys visit the wonderful world of AIDS?
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. Yeah, me too.
Sounds like a postal area in the postal games.
Can you just rename the server to the wonderful world of AIDS?
Yeah, can you rename the server the wonderful world of AIDS?
I'll give you 1 Mexican peso.
I'll give you 2 Mexican pesos.
I'll give you 3 to shut up.
I'll give you 4 if you do it. I'll give you a $19 Mexican peso card.
I just remembered this. Here's a good urban legend: killer clowns from 2016 or 18.
Oh, that was that was almost a creepypasta.
That was.
I don't know if it said the same.
That was more of an urban legend than was a creepypasta.
It's like a real life creepypasta, if you could call it that. It's not quite a urban legend, but it's sort of an odd creepypasta.
It's not a creepypasta because it happened in real life. Like, there's videos of real people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why'd you call it a creepypasta then?
Yeah.
Because it's like a real life creepypasta.
No creepypastas are in real life.
No, because it was shared. So much of it was popular online, but didn't exist in the real world. You dig.
I think we all have our own.
What size are you dig? Tell me if I DJ Khaled.
I don't know.
What the hell are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I just had a fucking brain aneurysm. Sorry.
It's alright. It's okay.
You got possessed.
I think I have a memory of Creepy Clown because I remember the school almost being shut down because someone said that they would come to the school as a creepy clown
up the school
and creepy clown up the school. Do you guys have any stories about clowns infecting the school? Because that's mine.
No.
No.
Clown infection.
The clown infection from Red Dead.
Clown infection.
Not Red Dead. I'm sorry.
Clown infection has taken over 20,000 people.
For Left 4 Dead, clown infection.
Welcome to the amazing world of clown people. Would you guys go to the amazing world of clown people?
Welcome to the amazing world of clown.
It's called Clown College.
Goose, that you would go there and it would just be a picture of you.
It would be a mirror.
Then it would say "Welcome to Clown College forever," and then you would just be stuck there until you starved to death.
I really hope that people can't hear me, so it sounds like you guys are mentally insane. Like the recording doesn't pick up my voice, so it's just you guys talking to this invisible friend named Augusta.
Would you post it? Okay, it better fucking be where, okay?
I would post it if my voice wasn't in there. Just call it Everyone's Insane, the episode. Maybe one day I'll
remembered about the Clown Motel.
Oh yeah, the Clown Motel. That's not an urban legend. That's an actual place, isn't it?
Do you guys remember the creepypasta about the hotel or the motel that turns people into wax?
The Motel for Clowns?
No,
that's not what it was called, Augusta. Why do you always have to ruin everything I love?
You are so cruel, Augusta.
Augusta, you are also gay.
Also straight, Augusta.
You're also bisexual, Augusta.
You are Soldier Boy straight.
Nobody's gonna get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's refrain from inside jokes,
no
fellas.
Jokes. Augusta, what would you do if you turned around and behind you a big one?
A big one?
Behind you?
Yeah, a big one. A really big one, not like a small one, a big one.
That's a good question. I'd probably roll my D24 that I just got, and it give me 17.
Stop playing with marbles.
No one's gonna get that.
What, the marble joke?
Yeah.
Wait,
no, it's not a joke. It's real because you're playing with marbles.
I'm not playing with marbles.
You're playing with marbles. Prove it, because you won't, because you're
well,
playing
you
with
can play with
marbles.
marbles.
I got
and I'll fucking
pictures!
eat a chip.
You what pictures?
Look,
I can't believe you.
Look at my Discord server. Look, there's a picture right there. And, where did I even put it?
Where did you put it? It's not there because you lied.
Oh,
Yeah.
well. It's in the Not Safe for Work channel.
What? I think you need a hearing aid for your eyes, Augusta.
What?
I guess
You need a
The-
hearing aid for
I
your
think
eyes.
you fucking are so. I think you are so dumb.
Oh, it's in the Show Off channel. That's where it is.
Just showing off your fucking marbles.
Yeah, yes, because my uncle made them for me.
What a weird marble.
So you admit they're marbles. Those are marbles.
Those aren't marbles. They're
Why did you send a picture of marbles and you're saying they're dice?
They're dice.
Those are marbles. Gallium, those are marbles, right?
Yeah, they're marble.
I will not take this gaslighting anymore. I'm gonna end the podcast
It's
right
not.
here.
They're marbles.
I'm gonna show a picture on the freaking on the recording, and you guys are gonna sound like idiots, and I'm gonna laugh.
They're
And
fucking. They are literally marbles, but okay.
and I think we'll just end it right here because I don't really have much to say, and Gallim's eating chips again.
Viewer, if you are watching this, all three of you, please leave a comment below on if they're marbles or dice. I know they're marbles,
We
but
are
I
being
just
held
need another
hostage.
opinion.
Okay, all right.
We are being held hostage.
All right.
Please help us.
Help us.
Help
We
us.
are blinking